Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hello.
Welcome. Loved all the hearts. Kelly, thank you. We are super behind tonight.
Is that ever not a thing? Like, literally, is that ever not a thing?
Dinner was done 15 minutes ago,
Not
so
even.
I have a plate of some dinner. I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna show you guys any of it, but I will be eating something.
I'm posting on my Instagram that we're doing a live that we're behind for.
And I don't. I used the tripod for something else, and it's not here. And so I'm probably gonna turn the Reese cam off. I don't know. Should we leave it up? It's kind of like a weird background. You can kind of see the back of us. Like, see.
I mean, would Reese be in it if he said it?
I mean, if you can see Reese right here. You see him? You see, he's begging because I got food. So I haven't even been able to read chat.
Okay.
Let me get a little bit of music going. I saw Mandy's here. How's it going, Mandy? You guys hear us loud and clear? Everything working? Close out of that. Eileen's here. How's it going, Eileen? What's going on
Oh,
there?
sorry. I was trying to find this live so that I could.
Sheila's here. How's it going? Oh, we got Maya. Hello. Mimi Thrift Trippin's here. What's going on, Mimi? What part of the country are you in right now? Kim's here. Hello. Kelly, Artful Journey.
Hello, everyone.
Maya, hey, I'm taking photos right now, but we'll probably stop soon because my phone battery is almost dead. All right, work till you die. Work till your phone dies, right? Shannon, how's it going, Shannon? Hi, Chris and Kathy and everyone. A dilemma that I have never had before. My death pile is ready. All cleaned, photographed, measured, and weighed.
Ooh.
That's a dilemma? Are you like, I need to go get some more stuff? Are you guys taking questions tonight? We will always take questions. Any questions? We would be happy.
I might not know answers, but hopefully someone does.
We might not be full of answers. We might not be full of satisfactory answers. I'm sure we'll have an answer for something. Let's see. Went to the bins today. Got 65 pounds.
Nice.
Worth it for the hour drive.
Yeah, I got
Sweet.
about the same. I spent $80, so.
Awesome. All right, Ginger Judd, what's going on? Just listening while listing. Like it. I like it. Welcome in. Sharon's here. Hello. Listing shoes, babysitting a dog, and watching my peeps. All right.
I just found some dog things that I'm gonna list at the bins. So that's fun that you're watching a dog.
Reese, you could be on your bed. I'm not gonna give you any food.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm so hungry too. Eileen says, great. Tommy in Seattle, what's going on? Happy Thursday to you all. Welcome in.
Happy Thursday.
Thrifting is on Shannon's list. All right. Death pile's gone. Now time to make a new one.
I organized my death pile, but then I went to the bins 2 or 3 times this week. I didn't do anything with the organized death pile.
All right. Wanted to know your opinion on the best time to list on eBay.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, I think the best time is whatever time works for you. I guess you could argue that there's... I do think time matters a little bit more if you have auctions, because it does kind of determine when the auction ends, and you don't necessarily want an auction ending at like 3 in the morning. But as far as like a buy it now kind of listing, we don't really think there's a big deal, and Kathy just lists whenever. You could argue that there's a benefit to being consistent. So if you do something, just keep it consistent. But I don't think there's really any issue with whenever you want to list.
Yeah.
We both work and have 3 kids, so we do all our listings at night right after the kids go to sleep. Not sure if the late night is good. Yeah, I mean, Kathy does
Sometimes.
late night listing,
Yeah.
mid-morning listing. Yeah, I don't think it matters. As long as you're finding stuff that people are wanting, it'll sell. Classic City Finds, how's it going? Glad to catch your live while cross listing. Sweet. Happy day after Valentine's. Sorry, excuse me. How was dinner? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
It was good.
I love shepherd's pie.
Tommy says he's waiting so patiently for a treat. Come on, Dad, give him one.
I don't think our kids enjoyed it.
You want some Caesar salad? You want a Caesar
They
salad?
ate a piece of sourdough bread and some Caesar salad for dinner. Which is fine, I guess.
I'll give him a little piece of sourdough. Sit. Oh, you were so gentle and I dropped it. All right, here's another question. What's y'all's opinion on the new Poshmark's pay to promote your listings? Any experience or opinion? Is that like a pay-per-click kind of thing?
Yeah.
We're not huge
Something
fans
like
of
that.
pay-per-click.
Yeah, it's like you pay it before you. It's not like eBay's. So, I haven't done it at all. I don't plan to do it either, so.
I do think there's a time and place to pay-per-click. I don't think we sell stuff that needs pay-per-click. I think if you're in a highly competitive area, you might want to consider it, but no auctions, just buy it now. Yeah, I think just whenever you can list, that's the best time. I have seen that when I take a break from eBay, eBay takes a break from me. Yeah. Tommy says it doubled his sales when he did the Poshmark pay to promote. Was it profitable? What's going on, Junk Monkey? Rob's here tonight. Shepherd's Pie. My address is 94. It was good too. I mean,
You could put my screen on, or not ready for that.
you ready? I'm ready. You ready to go screen?
I'm ready.
All right.
So I already did 10 earlier. So I'm only doing 10, and then I'll cross post to Mercari. And I already typed all these out. So they're like ready to go.
Guys, I threw together this shepherd's pie in like 35 or 40 minutes.
Like, threw together. That sounds like a lot
Like
of
from
time.
scratch.
Oh, okay.
Like I boiled potatoes. I made mashed potatoes.
It was very good.
It
Said
is very good.
I'm excited for leftovers.
Oh, I was gonna say, since I asked about the kids consignment on your live, I went to Kid and they gave me a card of the categories of items they were looking for. So they had something ready to go. Nice.
Nice. We do not have a kid here.
Yeah. And you took a picture of the board while they had a list of sizes they were looking for. Sweet. So now,
I noticed that at our Once Upon a Child when I was checking in yesterday. Of course I forgot. It was like boys 4 to 7, and then it was like toys, winter stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and I guess that I'm sure they'll keep that board updated. So sweet. Jen's here. How's it going, Jen? LA Jen. Yes, it was profitable with Posh. You set the amount and it promotes the whole store versus eBay where it is per item. Oh, okay. So it does your whole store. Interesting. Kathy, aka Dansko Queen. I've heard you say that Danskos don't do as well as they used to. Do you still pick them up, and what would you list them for?
I mean, there's just so many different kinds. I mainly mean like the regular old clogs that people would wear for like nursing. I feel like those used to sell for like 40 to 50. Now it's like 20 to 30, which is still fine. I would still pick them up. So just depends on, but like some of them could do more if they're a cool color, a good size, good shape. You can still probably get 40 to 50. So I can't really answer that without seeing them exactly.
She was the Dansko Queen. Like the dancing queen. When you're writing out titles on eBay, anything specific we should think about? Keywords to think about? I mean, yeah, that's where Kathy does kind of keyword stuff. She'll stuff the title with as many keywords as you can. You have a science to it. You just kind of try to think about what the best ones would be. Maybe what you would be searching for. I'm very good at that.
I wish I was better at titles.
Yeah,
I think try to get stuff up as soon as I can.
Some items you can get lucky if it's an item that is trending for some reason. Like if it was in a movie or show or something like that, you could use that as a keyword. But sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. Like I'm thinking of like water filters for appliances. You can't really keyword stuff with the brand that they fit, because then they'll give you zeros and stuff like that. But OMG, I'm scared. So scared of selling Danskos and them falling apart. Just bend them up front. Just try before you buy. And maybe before you ship them out if they've been sitting a while. We've never... Have you ever had a...
I think it was a pair of Sanita.
Sanita?
Oh, yeah. It happened after she got them, though. Like,
oh.
Like, it clearly wasn't when she put them on. But, like...
While she's walking downtown.
She basically acted like, yeah, she's like, I've been wearing these, and all of a sudden, like, I think she wore them for, like, half a day. And then they fell apart on her. So I did feel bad, but it was, like, on Posh. So I'm pretty sure they refunded her, but also let me keep the money, which was cool.
See, did you know your ads in your show? The ad I saw before your live began was for Halo Cuties. And the little girl was a spitting image of little Kathy. Well designed.
I think the ads are random to each person.
I thought I had ads turned off. It's not showing ads in the middle of the show, is it?
But if you didn't, it would be like me and you and everybody would see a different ad, right? Not everyone will see the Cuties ad.
Yeah. I mean, I have the whole Google YouTube ads system is insanely sophisticated. I do have it monetized, but I guess I never really thought about it rolling ads before. So just before the live? Okay. Yeah, I never knew that. I know, like, I could run an ad, which just made me assume that I had to run one. I don't know how other nurses wear them. They seem so uncomfortable. I only wear Allbirds to work now. Jamie Jones, how's it going? So glad you guys go earlier. It's after 9 already.
I like it too, except that we're not ready today. Well, it's because our kids went to Taekwondo, which they wouldn't normally on Thursday, but they're trying to finish getting their stripes, so they each got
And I just had to make a meal that took a lot of prep. So pardon me while I eat in your face. Laura says, I have a ton of clothing my kids have outgrown. Suggestions. I'm assuming Kitizen is the best platform for that. Any Kitizen quirks I should be aware of, or advice for selling there?
Honestly, you probably won't sell much. Like, you'd probably sell very slowly on Kiddizen. So depending on what you want, I also don't know what you have. Like,
Yeah, Kiddizen can be very
I barely make sales there anymore. Is what I'm
Very
saying. I don't know
slow.
if it's like just I haven't like been in the know for a while or what, but
I feel like Kiddizen could be really good for specific brands.
yeah.
Those
So if
brands
you're
are
like selling
typically
regular old stuff that most
Yeah.
of us have, it might not be the best. But if you have more like higher end stuff, it would be. Mercari does pretty good for kids' clothes. Honestly, Posh too. So I don't know if I would recommend starting a Kiddizen unless you already had one, because you might feel like you're wasting time. There's just not that much buyers on there.
Yeah. Let's see. Sandy says, what shoe size range would you say are the best for resale? Like, what are the ones you shoot for? Men's 9 to
Yeah, I think men's 9 to
13.
honestly
14
even
maybe?
14. Yeah.
Men's 9 to 14. Wides are really good. So if you get some really wide ones in that range, I feel like that's a boost. Now that's not to say that you can't sell a men's 7 or a 17. We just find that it
I don't think I've ever sold a 17.
yeah, we just find that those are the consistent ones. What about women's sizes?
Honestly, probably just like 8 to 10. Maybe even just like 8 and 9 is probably the best. Maybe 7. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, I guess. I usually just buy stuff because I'm trying to list quantity, so I'll notice if it's a 5, I might not pick it up, but otherwise I usually still pick it up.
So it just shows it first. All right. I would also suggest maybe lighting them up and selling on a platform like Mercari.
Yeah, if it's regular stuff, that's what I would do.
Mandy says, I love Dance Go clogs when working 12-hour shifts on the hospital floor.
I've tried to slip some on. I cannot ever put my feet in them. So
I've never tried them. Chloe, what's going on? Welcome in. Says, high five, Reese. Want to do a high five? Oh, he's so old now. Oh. All right, I'll give you a little bread for that. Good boy. All right, you got to lay down sometime. I just have foot issues, so if the shoe isn't very cushy or flexible, I get tendonitis and the ball of my foot gets very sore. Foot pain is the worst. Eileen wants to know, any platform you like the most?
I like Posh.
Yeah. Poshmark is super easy to ship and stuff. Jennifer, welcome in. Good evening. After a busy work day, it's nice to just listen and pretend we are good friends, crafting our stuff to sell. Always learn something, and sometimes I get to relax so relaxed that I fall asleep. We're that boring, huh? Just kidding. Glad you can make it in tonight, Jennifer. What are you making? Seems like you're crafting some stuff. What are you making? I basically replaced all my shoes with all birds, but I just bought a pair of Lululemon shoes, and I'm not sure if I want to keep them because the insoles feel like a brick.
That's so funny. I love all birds, though.
Anytime, Sandy. Let us know if you have any more questions. Kids, I guess we didn't really mention kid shoe sizes, but
I mean, kids are growing out
Yeah.
of their shoes every few months.
Lululemon has shoes? I don't think I've ever seen one. You know which one surprised me? That Patagonia had shoes. That one kind of
Now
surprised
they
me.
don't.
Now they don't,
And
yeah.
now Lululemon just started. I saw some at Plato's, but
Hey,
hey,
you sold that shirt quick.
yep, one day I figured that would.
Tell them what it is.
Arc'teryx t-shirt from the bin sold for $34.76 in one day.
Just a t-shirt. Any plans on doing live shows on Posh?
Nope.
And if not, what are your thoughts in general about it?
Personally, I think it's a waste of time. But that's my personal opinion.
We are old curmudgeons. And if that's the way of the future, I don't know if we like it.
Right, like if we have to do it, I guess I would try it.
Yeah. It's funny, I saw, browsing the internet one night, there was this, I think she was from China, but she's like an influencer. And she's selling products like, it's not like Whatnot or anything like that. She's just like advertising them for like affiliate. And she did like this long stream and she's just showing the stuff like, like every 3 seconds, like a new item, right? Just like showing it, throwing it, showing it, throwing it. I'm assuming saying what it was. She wasn't speaking English, but the thing said that she made like, how much did I say? It was like
million,
like $7 million or something. Just, I gotta find it real quick because I sent it to you. I won't be able to show it, but I can see what the number was. $18.7 million in 7 days. So she did 7 days of showing products 3 seconds at a time. I don't understand that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I think it's just for women, but they have a few models. Bliss Feel, Charge Feel, or something like that. Oh, for the Lululemons. Elaine says, we tried it for a year, did well, but realized people on lives had a yard sale mentality. So if it's not dirt cheap, they won't bid. And we sell brand new sneakers. Now we're back to the basics of listing daily. So much better. Okay. I'm glad that's doing better. Yeah, we've never done a live sell. We've just
don't want to.
Yeah,
like
we just haven't felt the urge to. That's not saying that we never will, just that we just have not yet. Probably won't. About the Lululemon shoes, they're supposed to be specifically designed for women's feet or something. Jennifer says, packing up 2 sales, a cowboy boots purse, and sweetgrass pine basket. Later I'll be crocheting a baby blanket for a coworker. Very nice. Lori Fox, welcome in.
For live sales, I can't imagine coming up with enough stuff. Like, you have to always have enough stuff, and you're getting paid way less money. Like,
unless you have good stuff.
I mean, I don't think you possibly could, because you have to also get enough people in your show to want to buy it.
I can see it performing better for like one-off.
Like, I think I'd have to sell 1,000 items to basically make what I would make listing 100 items on eBay. So, but then I'd have to come up with those 1,000 items.
I think for it to be a sustainable, long-term sales stream, I think that is very difficult, and very few people are able to do it. And I'm sure
I've been spending years getting my
inventory up.
Yeah. So I just can't imagine, like, because once you stop listing regularly, that's gonna go to crap. So
yeah,
I just can't imagine like trying to do live sales and like ruining my whole business over it.
Yeah, I mean, we've set up for the non-live sell, but before they existed.
I got bills to pay. I can't just be like trying to try something new like that. That's too much.
Let's see. How do you do your whole process? Do you have a video? I take pictures, add titles. details such as dimensions and list at the same time. I notice your lists at night or Starbucks. I notice you list at night or at Starbucks. Do you write down dimensions? So what's like a quick run
I don't
day?
really have a good process, honestly. I just, like right now, these ones I'm listing, I haven't done measurements for. So whenever I get a chance, I might not get a chance. Some of them will probably sell before I ever add the measurement. Most likely I'm going to have time tomorrow morning and I'll add measurements. But luckily, List Perfectly, you just click like...
You do update, right?
Yeah, so you would just click like this and then update. So I would go and add the measurements and click update and then it adds them. But yeah, what was it? Did I answer? I don't remember.
So your whole process, I mean, so you go out and you buy.
Yeah, it's, I can't really say because it's never the same.
This process is never like
Yeah.
from A to Z. It's always like you went and bought stuff today, but the next stuff you'll be photographing is not the stuff she bought today. It's like from a couple times ago, or sometimes it'll be some stuff from today if it's like, ooh, this is gonna sell quick. But for the most part, you go source, you clean stuff if it needs cleaned. Sometimes we'll do a video on it. And then
It's really different every day.
Yeah,
Like, even
and
what
every
this
item,
is saying
too.
is not.
I'm just trying to get a idea of exactly what you do. Not in
It
any
was more
particular
of a
order.
process when I was doing shoes. Now it's just kind of a free for all.
Yeah.
Whatever I can fit into 30-minute things here and there. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I do.
basically have like processes for each step, and you just kind of more or less follow those processes if you have time. Like you kind of have a process of bagging stuff up and then getting it ready for inventory. I know you don't feel like you do, but you do.
I mean, this week I haven't. Well, I started bagging today. I've already listed 70 things, and I just started bagging them for the first time this week.
All right, the boys are asking for. They don't have school tomorrow, so I told them we'll give them extra time on their stuff. Demonetized.
Oh, this one's not ready.
That's me disabling the restriction on their switches, which are set to turn off right now. Which it seems like size is not connecting. Oh, all this technology. And it never works. Sorry, give me a few more minutes.
Minutes.
Moments. Hours.
I don't have the chat, so
Pull up the chat.
I don't want to because I'd have to figure out where we are. I have to list these items.
Doesn't Renzi sell and whatnot? I wonder if what they're selling. Maybe you need a social media following to get top dollar. Come on now. All right, not able to unlock size.
Can you come down?
If he does, I don't even know if he's playing. Renzi does sell and whatnot, and they sell like brand new stuff nowadays, right? New shoes.
I feel like
See-
the other day I saw him selling clothes, which I was surprised
Really?
about.
They I mean they have a whole like team almost of people sourcing for them and size ask him, you know. He says on Connor's iPad messaging me, he says, "This is Cyrus and I am asking for you to turn my time limit off." Did you have AI write this or what? Try it again. Hey, it worked. All right. So yeah, they do. Classic City Finds, thank you for your spreadsheet. Have you ever had to donate some of your inventory because they're not selling? How do you write it off when you what you spent on your spreadsheet? So I mean, we don't necessarily do that, and if we do, we don't typically track it just because it's not enough to be worth our time tracking it. But there is a drop down in there that you can classify like donate or dispose and stuff like that, and at the end of the year you can run a report on anything that has that, and it will be tied to how much you typed in, how much you spent on that item. So that's what we would typically do if we wanted or needed to do that. Eric and Connie, how's it going? Thanks for keeping it real and sharing about it. Connie, welcome in, Connie. He does, but he has a whole team. Yeah, he has a whole team, and was once a live Q&A with Chris Lynn from Daily Refinement, who says that unfortunately to be successful and whatnot, you need to build a huge following. We have found that listing daily and quality items that sell make a big difference. That having a listing daily, whatnot. I think it would be very difficult to do both, like live selling and not live selling. I think it would be very difficult to do strictly live selling too, honestly. Hey guys, I won't be able to stay for the live since I'm bowling. Good luck, get that 300. But I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, of course I have to bowl the one day of the week y'all are live. Have a good night. Alyssa, thank you so much for popping in. Good luck in your game. Have fun. Precious. Yeah, they're just getting absorbed into their electronics up there. Can you unlock my TV and my Switch and my iPad? Can you hug me first, son? Yeah, I just feel with like new shoes, you could just get so much more from them on eBay and Posh. Yeah. I do not understand.
My mental health is not stable enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go do a live show today.
I mean, I've never watched a live from Renzi or Daily Refinement or any of the bigger whatnot sellers, and we've never watched a Poshmark live sell.
I mean, I popped into them.
You have? I haven't.
I mean, I watch like Josh and Haley sometimes.
On whatnot, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can understand like Josh and Haley, you know, that they're selling primarily to viewers, I would assume.
I rarely go on whatnot right now, just because I don't have money, and then I'll try to buy something, and I don't want like I only like want to buy something if I have credit.
Yeah, I would be more interested in doing whatnot if we had a big collection of something that we were trying to get rid of, and you could build hype around that collection. Like I think Josh and Haley, with their whole Disney thing, you know, they can build a following on whatnot that doesn't even really know who they are. That's really into Disney. I don't understand shoes. I really don't understand how shoes and clothing do on whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you need to have your size. Otherwise, you need to get a good enough deal to flip it more for yourself.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
And I am
obviously they're doing fine. I'm
admittedly ignorant. I don't know enough about it.
I just
don't know if I want to know enough about it. Yeah. I keep saying I want to do a whatnot show, but we don't have a following yet. Oh, excuse me.
I just know if I tried to do it and I made like
Yeah, like do an
even
hour
if I
show.
just like sell stuff for like $5 an item that I got from the bins, and I sold 100 of them at $5, it's still not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Like even if you make $500 in like an hour or two, then you got to ship it all. You got to find it all. Like it's just way too. That's just too much. I'm not trying to hire help.
It's not our bag.
eBay is the perfect job for me. I don't have to deal with anybody or talk to anybody usually.
Tommy says, bowling? I want to go bowling. I haven't gone in eons. Man, I didn't know you were that old. Brandy. Hey, Kathy. It's Brandy.
Hey.
I made it to see you guys.
She told me last week she tried to watch and I'm just staring off into space. She didn't know like what the live was. Because I'm just looking at my computer.
Oh.
She doesn't know what she was looking at.
So she popped in. And...
She said you were just talking about something she didn't understand what you were talking about.
Were we talking about like murders or something like that? Like
know.
sometimes our conversation gets, because of me, it gets all off track. More about food.
Possibly. Probably.
I wonder if the shoes and clothing becomes impulse buys or purchased for resale. Yeah, but it just seems so much more profitable and more worth your time and money to sell that stuff. I just don't get it. That's the thing. Completely
just a
ignorant to it.
business model, yeah. Brandy does Whatnot. That's her main thing. Actually, most people I talk to at the Vins now do strictly Whatnot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sure if we were not like conditioned for the last 6 years or whatever to sell on eBay and stuff, maybe we'd have a different tune. I don't know. Flipping value. My phone keeps crashing. My YouTube, I can't chat, but I'm watching on my living room TV under my other login. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Don't feel pressured to chat if you can. That's cool if you have any questions or comments, but totally understand if you're having some technical difficulties. What's he doing? Oh, dude, you're on camera, bro. Eileen says, on average, our profit during a live was about $10 a pair of sneakers, but only because we would set a price for the people. There was no bidding. So it was buy it now. Yeah, see, Whatnot's changed a lot since the last time I've seen it. I honestly haven't seen it in a while. Tommy says, I refuse to do Whatnot until they promote to bring in real buyers versus resellers buying. I'm not selling a $40 item for $5. I'd rather have that slow dime. After 3 hours of standing there, 8 sales, it was not worth the work. Yeah. We only sell sneakers. We've been doing it for 4 years now. Yeah, and see, you've for the last 4 years been able to develop the system of being able to get that inventory, new sneakers. Yeah, you don't just want to like spend that time and only get 8 sales kind of thing. Yeah. Brandy says, Whatnot is fast money, a lot of work, but it can be worth it. Yeah, definitely. It's very fast money. I was thinking about like we're slow people. And I think that's fine. Slow and steady. We're the tortoises. Slow and steady. I don't like this fast world. Meridian, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I know, but sales are slow. Live selling for quick flips, you have to be willing to let it go for $1 lately. And at that point, is it worth it? Because you still got to ship it and all that kind of stuff. I used to work for a company and I installed blinds for a company, and the owner was like a franchise. I'm not gonna say the name or anything, but he had the mentality of like, as long as it's a sale and it's fine, even if he was like losing money. It just didn't make sense to me. Or breaking even, a sale is a sale, and he ended up kind of going out of business. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Just, I don't know. I wish I knew more about whatnot, but we ain't got time for that. I'll never let anything go for $1. My time is worth more than that. See, I would let something go for $1 if it was the last resort.
Yeah, like I break even a lot on stuff, but that's after a year.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be nice to break
even at a loss. But
rarely.
I'm not gonna start a show to do that, And I'm not saying it. I'm not. Again, we're completely ignorant to the whole how it works. Whatnot did reach out to us at one point to try to have us do live selling for kids clothing, but
literally the worst category.
yeah, I mean, we thought about it and we're like, nobody's gonna be. If we made sales, we would feel like we were selling to viewers who wanted to support us, and we just felt that there's better ways to support us if you wanted to, for both of us, so like just being here hanging out. Yeah, if you're trying to free up space and all that, and whatnot as a way to clearance out, that makes sense. We haven't had that issue where we like just need to clear out for space, but I totally get that. If you want the business model of fast sales and smaller profit, I feel like selling from the bins to buy, sell, trade could work better because you don't have to get on camera and you don't have to ship or pack.
I offloaded 120 pieces yesterday, or the last day or two.
Yeah, but honestly, this is the reason I think reselling is so awesome and it works for so many people. It's because you can cater it to your situation. Pretty much, you can cater it however you want. That's why I don't want to sound like I'm knocking on people that sell live. Like that's not my intention. And if it sounds like that, please. I just don't get it for us, I guess I should say. But I would like to know. I would like to know
I was thinking you should do it for your schooling thing, because that would be nice.
I might, maybe.
Well, because fast cash would be good for you, and you don't need, like, the reason I don't want to do it is because, like I said, it's going to mess up my whole business. Like, I know right now, if I list my 20 items, I'm going to make $400. Like, I know I'm going to sell $400 a day. Like, that's just what I do every day. But for you, it would make sense for you because you just want the fast cash.
Yeah. But see, where it gets me weird is at that point, if I'm just putting on a show here or there, it would feel like I'm just selling to viewers. And
which is the point of Whatnot, in my opinion.
Right. Well, yeah, the live selling, you're literally selling to viewers, but I don't want it to, I don't know. Maybe it's just a stupid thing in my head that I should get over, but obviously if somebody wants to buy something, they want to support you, who's to say that they can't, but I just haven't thought too hard about it. But maybe for, some kind of schooly special. And that's assuming you have a decent buy sell trade in your area. Yeah. Right. And that's not going to work for everyone. It most likely will not work for Kathy forever too. Even though you got some good buy sell trade stuff.
I don't necessarily think our buy sell trades are that great. Like, even though they buy stuff from me, they buy not a lot of stuff from me too. You know what I mean? So, Once Upon a Child's pretty good, but like Play-Dohs, I'll have to take them a whole bin. They might take 20 things, which is fine Because I'm just taking them stuff I would list anyways.
I had a return on eBay today. Buyer bought an item which the size was listed and the manufacturer stated it runs big. I have no returns on my eBay account, but it was still accepted by eBay. So they labeled it as not as described. That's a tough one. Yep.
It happens very infrequently, but it's frustrating.
Those big sellers and whatnot also get sponsored by whatnot. They've said before on lives that the app gives them money for inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for like giveaways and stuff. Yeah. Like even when they were offering to sponsor us, it just feels weird. Like like they want you to be like, this is so great. You should sell on whatnot because it's great when you have free stuff to give away and free, and like you're getting all these sign up bonuses and stuff. I don't know. I just don't. It just would make me feel bad. It feels disingenuous. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had to turn down a bunch of sponsored offers just because. Like, List Perfectly's never asked us to do a sponsored thing, and we have told them that we have no interest in doing that. Like, we don't want them to pay us to say something. We do get paid for the affiliate, but that, we're not paid to say anything about List Perfectly. We're not paid to show you guys Kathy using it every week. We do that as to show the process that Kathy uses, which is the legitimate process that we use. So I do feel if we ended up taking a sponsorship from List Perfectly, I feel like it would discredit that a little bit, honestly. And that's why we don't do too many we haven't done any sponsor things. And if we do in the future, it will most likely be something that's not really related to our business because I don't want it to seem like that we're just getting paid to say something. Still trying to find the Goodwill that sells by the pound. I shop for $1 a piece right now, but selling at the same thrift place is not worth it. Yeah, I mean, a Goodwill outlet is what you're looking for.
$1 a piece sounds like a good deal.
$1 a piece does sound pretty good.
Shopping.
That could be cheaper than Ben's pricing. What got you guys into reselling?
Money. Making money.
Kathy was a new stay-at-home mom, and she was, buying stuff for the kids or the kid, clothing, buying and selling. Did one of those JBF kind of just between friends consignment sale, and then ended up realizing that she could sell stuff online for money. Seeing stuff like girls' dresses that's worth money, but we don't have girls, so she's like, well, I could probably sell this online. And one thing led to another. And here we are today. Cottage Leaf. Hi, finally caught y'all on time. I always miss your lives. I'm a reseller as well, but as a hobby, been watching y'all for 2 years now. Always a fun watch.
I have this one. I haven't photographed it yet.
You got that? Oh, is that yours?
Huh?
That's not yours because you haven't
photographed. I'm just looking up a
it.
comp to list this bundle, but I do have this Dan Marino ornament.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, I missed the question.
Yeah, thanks for interrupting. No. Cottage Leaf, thanks for hopping in. And thanks for watching for the last 2 years. I think reselling as a hobby is great. I think if I had a full-time job and I I feel like I'd be missing out if I wasn't reselling on the side too. I think it's a perfect little side gig kind of thing. I would take $1 a piece over the bins. Yeah, you don't really have to fight for it, you know? Did you do any fighting for your stuff today?
Brandy was kind of mean. I'm just kidding. She's probably gone by now. No, I don't.
Like Courtney, she never does sponsors for reselling, only sponsors like beds, food, etc. Yeah. Well, we haven't done any, so. I also don't want it to just be like some random something, you know. Not saying that bed, like I would love a bed sponsor. I need a new mattress. My back has been hurting. What are the beds? What are the beds? Casper?
Oh.
Anybody want to sponsor us? We have a schoolie that needs some beds soon. The bins aggravates my allergies like nothing else. I get that sometimes too. I need to try. Man, my nose just got tingly. I need to try going there again, but I got sick one time, and the one time I went there. I started reselling with my daughter's closet. Yeah, basically what Kathy kind of did with her kids, with our boy. She would go to garage sales and she wanted to dress them in nice stuff. So she'd like
very nice stuff.
Very nice stuff. Custom tailored boots. No.
Stop.
You did buy some boots, but you sold them.
I have bought them and sold them all for the same price or more than I bought them for. Yes.
But at the time, I'm like, you spent how much on some boots? For my kid who can't walk?
They weren't for a kid who couldn't walk.
But you were right. You sold them for break even.
$70 to $80, yes. All right, I'm done with my 10. Now I can cross post.
So the Super Bowl happened. Anybody happy or sad about the outcome? Oh, Connor's teacher messaged back saying there was a sign up, and I looked in there. I can't forget to do that.
$576 today. Okay, I can't log into that thing.
No, I'll do it, but I gotta do it after the show. I gotta do a few things. Let me write down. What?
Sorry, guys. Just wait one moment while we deal with our personal lives.
It's parent-teacher conferences tomorrow, and tomorrow. I don't have a setting. I don't have a meeting yet.
There's probably like not even any left. All right. Cross posting. What's the last thing you read? I'll try to pop up the chat.
The last thing I read was I started reselling my daughter's closet, and then Meridian says, "Don't watch football or any sports."
Oh. Live chat.
Kelly says, I'm sad. Good game until the very end. Yeah, the Niners, they didn't win. I was hoping they did. We're glad the Swift era of football is over. Is it over? Tommy says, I could have done without Usher on roller skates. Yeah. I did watch that.
I didn't watch anything about it. Except whatever happened on TikTok, like the next
all the
couple
memes
days, yeah.
where he's like, Like when you're trying to get when you have like a bee on you or something. When you're at a picnic and you have ants on you and you're like, ah. Mine is 4 minutes via Zoom, so I'll be hopping off soon. Your parent-teacher conference is in 4 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Well, glad you were able to hang out while you could. Hope everything goes well.
You said Sai doesn't need to have one, though.
Sai doesn't need one. She's like, he's doing good academically, and he's matured a lot socially, so I was like, glad, cool, I don't gotta go.
But I gotta take him on his play date.
Kathy's, guys, remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about play dates?
Yeah, we told him last week. I set out.
And then last week we updated. So she's responded, and you guys are meeting somewhere, you know?
We're just meeting at the school playground.
Oh.
Hopefully it's open. Sai said it's open, but I don't know.
I mean, there's a gate all around it, but
we said if it's locked, we'll just go to a neighborhood park.
my shepherd's pie is cold now.
It tastes good even when it's cold.
It does.
What?
Kathy hates play dates.
I just get nervous if I don't know people because like everyone has their things and I don't know. I don't want people.
What do you
to
mean
not
by
like
things?
me. I don't know. I guess we're not eating. I get like nervous like with eating around people because like everyone has their like food stuff.
Like you're gonna offend them if they're like a vegan or anything or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kelly, were you offended eating around Kathy? I'm pretty sure you gave me your sausage, so. This dog is literally staring at me.
Can we eat the last 2 cookies and not give them?
You don't want to give them to the kids?
No, I never wanted to give them to the kids.
Well, those were your Valentine's Day gift.
Were they? You made them before Valentine's.
That's yeah. So you could have cookies on the day.
That's
you
why.
can have both of them if you would like.
I mean, that's a little bit too much.
Kelly says not at all. Was not offended at all. I know what you mean. Some of the parents can be cliche if you're not, or was that word?
Also, just like, what do you talk to people about? Like, just ask them every question that. When you don't know people, what do you talk to them? Like, obviously, if we're at a reseller thing, we're just gonna talk about reselling.
Start with politics.
Okay.
If you don't ever want to like see them again. Then say something about aliens, religion. How was the new play date you said last week? It's happening this weekend.
Yeah,
it's happening tomorrow. No, Saturday. I keep feeling like today's Friday because the kids don't have school tomorrow.
They never have school.
Yeah, might as well. I feel like in Pueblo, it's a 4-day week now. All of Pueblo.
That's what a lot of.
It's probably going to happen here soon. Man, he says, that's smart, Chris. I'm not a people person. I should start with politics. Yeah, anything that you would not say at a family event like Thanksgiving meal, start with that. It's my last piece, Reese. Easy. Oh boy. That's it, okay? No more.
I mean, like, I don't even know about very many things. So, like, if We have nothing in common, like me and you. What would we even?
We have stuff in common.
No. If it's like me.
What do
and
we
you,
talk about?
Literally nothing. I try to talk to you about reselling. You pretend you're listening.
Find out from Cyrus who the kid in class is, like the punk, and then talk about that kid.
Oh no.
Like make fun of that kid. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Lizard people. Mimi says you could talk about lizard people. Or mole man. You could talk about reselling.
It probably will come up because I'm sure she's gonna be like, "What do you do?"
Are you worried that she's gonna judge you for being a reseller?
Not that she's gonna judge me, but just that.
Do you steal from the poor by buying stuff from Goodwill?
I am worried she might think that, even if she probably wouldn't say it.
Are you one of those people that steals from poor people? People look at us crazy sometimes when we say we are resellers.
Well, let's do a mock.
Should we role play?
Yeah, but let me go get my cookies though, and another night.
Get my wig. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a wig. Wait.
I see them every time.
Give me another soda. If Goodwill is for poor people, then they need to cool down on some of their prices. Yeah. Yep. I mean, they're definitely not for poor people. When I tell them that people you buy from on Amazon are resellers too, they get shocked. Yeah. Yep. I mean, Walmart's a reseller. Although they do sell their own stuff too now. All you have to do is say, I sell 5 figures a year working from home. And you? I saw this meme. It was like, I take home, or I bring in 6 figures a month. And then it showed a picture of 6 figures, and it was like 6 figurines. Like a collector of figurines. Tommy says, excuse me. Tommy says, all you have to do is say, I sell 5 figures a year working from home. And you? No, because then she'll be like, thinking that you're like gonna try to get her into MLM. Yeah.
What if she's MLM?
This is like some ploy to get you
right.
in your MLM.
Like I feel like people do that.
Hey, it helped us buy our house this past year, so I'm happy to be a reseller. Yeah. Google hot topics to talk about on play dates. Ooh, ChatGPT. Let's do it. ChatGPT has this new voice, you could do it by voice. I'm gonna do that. This will scare you guys. All right. I'm going on a play date with my son and a friend from his school and his mother. Give me some topics to talk about.
That sounds like a fun day ahead. When you're meeting with your son's friend and their mother, it's great to have a few conversation starters in mind. Here are some topics that can help keep the conversation flowing. Kids' interests and activities. Ask about their child's favorite subjects in school, hobbies, or any sports they might play. Sharing stories about your kids' quirks or achievements can be a great icebreaker. School and education. Discussing what's happening at school, like
I don't want to
upcoming
seem like
events
I'm
or
bragging
projects,
about my
can
kid
lead
or
to a
something.
shared interest conversation. Local events and places. Talking about local parks, museums, or family-friendly activities can not only be interesting, but might also give you ideas for future outings. Books, movies, and TV shows. Recommending or asking for recommendations on the latest children's books, family movies, or TV shows can be engaging. Parenting tips and challenges.
I don't know when it's going to
Sharing
end.
experiences, challenge.
All right. Man, they wrote like a whole paragraph, a whole essay. You could talk about foods and recipes.
I don't cook.
You could talk about the bomb shepherd's pie you had last night or the night before.
I can't make her jealous that my husband cooks. I don't know. Maybe her husband cooks. I don't know him.
Oh yeah, although I finally found out Amway was an MLM. So my mom, who she was buying all the Amway stuff from when I was younger. She's like, I was selling it. I didn't even realize. Yeah, my parents were in Amway too. We always had all that Amway stuff. It was a good game, and I liked the halftime show. This halftime show over the last years. Gotcha. You don't need to say reseller. You could say, I run an online store. If she asks further, then use business terms like e-commerce on multiple platforms.
I feel like no matter what I describe it as, it just is like...
It makes an open-ended conversation.
You just don't know, yeah. Like, they're going to make up in their head whatever they think it is. So they either just think that forever or they have to ask.
You just say, I sell stuff on eBay. What about you? What do you do for a living? What is shepherd's pie? It's also like called a cottage pie, I think. Right?
It's meat, veggies.
It basically ground beef,
potatoes on top.
some onions, vegetables like carrots, green beans, peas, corn, kind of like with like a gravy, and then you put that like in a baking dish, and then you put like mashed potatoes on top and you bake it.
And
Throw in
tastes
some
delicious.
seasonings, yeah. Like I did like rosemary mashed potatoes. I did rosemary and some chives on the mash, some garlic, salt. It was good. Then she will either back off or be actually interested in you, and you're good either way.
I mean, she seems very nice in her texts.
I get it. I remember bidding $90 on a Jamboree sweater. Oh, like on Whatnot?
Probably just kids buy such, or because we were talking about like how I got into reselling, spending a lot of money on kids' clothes.
Cooked beef stroganoff, turkey stroganoff tonight. It was yummy, but I think I'd rather have some shepherd's pie.
Beef stroganoff, I love that too.
Yeah. Basically, like, I mean, like shepherd's pie is, it's like a pauper meal. You know what I mean? Like a poor, like it came to be from poor shepherds. I don't know. Back in the day. We went to some place and it, like, shepherd's pie was like one of the most expensive items on the menu. I was like, what the heck? Oh yeah, maybe she will come and start watching reseller YouTube videos. Yep. Are you afraid of that?
I mean, it's just awkward because like it almost can't not come up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What does your husband do?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Which I'm sure she's
Oh wait,
gonna.
yeah,
ask
we were gonna role play. What do you want?
So like, yeah, that's obviously gonna come up. There's no way that what do you do for a living, or what? I don't know.
You want to role play?
You like, how does that mean?
Like you pretend to be you.
Okay. No,
Pretend as hard as you
easy
can,
enough.
and I'll pretend to be. I don't know what her name is. So I'll say Sally.
Her name's Amy.
Amy? Don't be doxing people here.
Her name is Amy. How many people are named Amy? A lot.
I don't think it's a very common name.
I'm sure there's someone named Amy in the chat right now.
Any Amy's? Raise your hand.
Let's Google about it. How many people
If anything,
are named Amy?
Food is a good topic to talk about. I could just be, how about I'll be Christina?
For every 100,000 Americans, 314 of them are named Amy.
Doesn't seem like a lot. Not to remember, maybe not talk about this week. She might pop in.
She might have already looked us up and like checking out. Well, if you're here, Amy, I'm
This is
excited
us.
to go to the park with you.
All right, I don't know how to role play.
I don't either.
This is how I'd role play. I'm thinking of like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Oh.
That's the role
Oh,
play.
hi.
Oh.
Are you Kathy? Are you Size Mom?
Obviously, we're gonna be the only ones there. It's not like she has to like find me in a crowd.
Okay, so
We're just going to the
I
school
mean, I'm
park
assuming
where
that,
probably
but-
nobody is gonna be at.
hi, Kathy. It's me, Amy.
Hi, Amy. Good to meet you.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
This is so awkward. Is this how people do things?
So this is the best place you can come up with, huh? We couldn't like go to like a real park?
The kids pick the park.
Why'd we let that happen? She might already know what you do depending on what your kids tell other kids at school. Maybe she's already Googled you. She's here right now. Like I said, anybody here named Amy? Hi, I'm Amy. Your son's friend's mom. Pops up in chat. Yeah, maybe she's been stalking your Poshmark. Have you had any recent purchases from...
I don't look at people's names that buy stuff.
I do. I look at your names, the names.
I mean, not usually. I don't.
Like when I'm helping Kathy pack up, I'll like look at the name. And I'll be like, all right, Judy, enjoy your shoes. Or I'll like see a funny name. Like this person's name the same as that famous person. So how long have you lived in Colorado?
I have lived here for like 20 something years. I would probably just say since middle school.
You seem so giggly. It's so funny.
Stop.
You seem like such a fun
I wouldn't be
person.
doing this in real life. I hope. I hope I would.
Come on, role play. Be real.
I'm trying. It's too weird. It's really weird. Don't you think?
So, what do you do for a living?
I sell stuff on eBay.
What? That's so interesting. You make money like doing that?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what do you sell? Like, you sell like electronics? You sell baseball cards?
Right. Like everyone has like this preconceived thing about what.
Why are you talking to me like that? That's so weird.
Trying to eat my cookie, man.
You brought cookies? Can I have one?
No.
Did you make these? What's your recipe? Is it a family recipe?
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, sometimes I look up addresses if it's an interesting part of the country, like Hawaii or something, just to see what the area looks like. Yeah, I've done that too.
I do often notice like where stuff's going just because, well, on eBay, you'll just notice the price difference for the close by places. But yeah, so I look at location more than name.
It's like watching a blind date.
It's gonna be so awkward.
Can I hook up the GoPro to you? I want to see it. I want to see it. Tommy says, I'm always amazed and freaked out when I'm mailing a sold item to someone in Portland. I'm like, you should have gone to Goodwill or the bins and saved yourself $30. Kelly says, I do look at names quickly. When I sell something to a business, I automatically think I undersold it. LOL. Kathy should say she sells adult toys. You sell adult toys?
I mean, those shoes, games,
like video games,
sometimes.
Like
I did buy 2
action
video
figures.
games today.
Definitely vlog it, Kathy.
Hey, Amy, you don't mind? I'm a YouTuber, right? You don't mind if I get some of this footage for our next video?
Amy, can you wear this List Perfectly shirt? And then pretend like we're meeting for the first time. Did you guys know that there's 5 Thursdays in this month?
I didn't know.
Isn't that crazy? It's a leap year this year. But the shortest month of the year has 5 Thursdays.
Is that a problem?
That's crazy to me. Oh yeah, I used to find vintage Levi's 560s and they would always sell to some business name. I don't think I listed them low. I think it was just a brick and mortar, probably selling to older buyers. Tommy says, OMG, that would be awesome, Kathy.
How to ensure to never have to go on a second play date.
You should just live stream it. Be like, I'm selling on Whatnot. Can you hold up this while I describe it?
Oh, you wanted a chit chat? I was going to do a live show while you were here.
Elaine says, have a list of questions pre-populated on your phone that you can look at. You can write them on your hand, but then your palms will get sweaty and it'll smear all up and you'll be all like nervous. Kathy, just be in control of the conversation and ask all the questions. If she asks you a question, just act distracted and don't answer, then ask her new question. All right, let's try that out.
Ready.
I don't think you are, because you should be asking me questions.
I thought you are.
So your hair, is it naturally red?
I like your brown hair. What am I supposed to say? How do you not answer the question and just go about?
You have to act distracted. So like, squirrel.
I don't think this is gonna go well. Like you guys are making me more stressed about it than I actually already was.
Yes, because PetSmart has Thursday dog parties, and I keep taking my dog to them. Nice. 5 Thursday parties this month. Maybe she's looking for a side gig. She could be your new lister or photographer. You could recruit her.
I could.
Hannah Grace is here. Says, Kathy, I'm so proud of you going out of your comfort zone for this play date.
Thank you. We'll see how it goes.
I was just gonna comment on Reese. I told him that you're giving me a cookie? Did you make these yourself?
Yeah.
Catherine? Do you go by Kathy? Or Kat? Or Kate? Or
Well,
Katie?
I did introduce myself as Kathy. Well, introduce in the text.
Kathy? You look more like a ginger. Who's responsible for taking photos and packing?
Are you asking?
No, Elaine asked.
Oh, like for me.
Oh.
It's not like a role playing question. I'm responsible for literally everything that has to do with reselling. Except for when the ammo papers run out, then Chris fixes it.
Uh-oh.
What?
Connor just said, why are you being so funny? So they're watching.
Text him and say, did Sai tell his friend what
Connor,
your parents do?
ask
for a living?
Sai, I know you're watching. Ask Sai if he told James what mommy does for a living and
Or
what
what
daddy
our
does.
last name is.
Why do they watch us? They could literally be watching YouTube and playing video games. Kelly says you could prep your son that every time she asks you a question that makes you nervous, just yell around him to get down before he gets hurt. Reese, you can't have the cookie. This has chocolate in it.
Excuse me.
Bless you. You always sneeze like that?
Usually if no one's watching, I just let it go all over.
Have you seen a doctor about that? My cousin is a doctor.
I'm just thinking of all the awkward things that she could possibly say. Like, yeah.
Guys, if this is your first time here, subscribe. Connor's not responding, so I'm texting him. He sent a green check mark. I don't know what that means.
What'd you ask him?
I said, ask Sai if he's told the boys what mom does for a living. It means okay.
Oh, like, okay, he's gonna
Okay,
go
I'll
ask.
ask. I'm assuming. I'm still confused. What's your child's favorite book or story right now?
I don't feel like she's gonna ask these things.
No, this is what you should ask her. So I guess
Oh.
ask me that.
I'm not gonna ask her things that I don't want her to re-ask me about our kid.
He just said, okay, I will ask him. Then ask him. It's been 5 minutes, dude. What's your favorite TV show right now?
Right now, nothing. I haven't watched the legitimate newish TV show. Well, I guess the last thing we ever watched is what, Good Doctor, maybe? It's not even a show anymore, is it?
I mean, we watched that thing about Gypsy Rose, but
No, that's not a show.
is she still like popping off right now?
Her TikTok is.
Is it?
I feel like when I'm at the gym, I'll be on the treadmill and I'll just be scrolling. And occasionally one of hers will come up and it already has like millions of likes.
Okay. Whew. Connor says he has not told him.
Oh, good.
What? Oh, ow. Tommy says, I say, just hand over your business card and say, if you ever need clothes for insert name, hit me up. I'll give you a great deal. Hannah says, I was at a Goodwill today in LA and they were having management meeting in the store. I went up to the group and showed them how Goodwill ruins items with price tags, placement making huge holes. Yeah, did they respond? Or were they like, ma'am, we're having a meeting, go away. All right, here's a question. How does smart listing work on Mercari? Smart pricing? Is that... How does it work?
I think it just drops your price like 5% every day or two until it gets to this price that you're putting in. Which, like, so these ones I'm putting $9. That's the lowest it'd let me. I'd let some go down to like $5. Anyways, these are bins items, and that if I'm posting them to Mercari, they've already been listed for months. So, but yeah, I always start everything super kind of high, like the highest I think someone might pay for it, and then just let it auto price drop. Which a lot of times it sells for way more than the lowest because it'll get a few likers, and then every day when it drops it alerts all of the likers. So does that make sense? Why are you laughing?
Because somebody just came up with a great idea. But first, Eileen wants to know, isn't it really cold over where you guys are at? I would be too cold to even have a conversation outside.
Yeah,
what is the weather? Saturday. Oh, 10 degrees. High of 34. It is sunny, though.
I mean, that sounds cool, but 34 is actually pretty good weather. What? Like
32 is freezing.
I wouldn't even need a down jacket for that. I just need my hoodie,
Patagonia,
my socks, and my slides. We'll be
what
good.
are you going to wear?
Slides?
Slides?
I'm probably going to wear my Vuori joggers.
Vuori joggers.
Some sort of hoodie.
Which hoodie?
And my slides with socks.
You going to wear a ball cap?
I don't want a ball cap. That's not for sale. To somebody else. Wait, did I already? I didn't remember posting this.
Wendy says, I got it. Just make your voice sound really scratchy when you introduce yourself and apologize. Say, you'll have to do all the talking because I have bronchitis, but I'm not contagious. All right, try it out.
No.
Let's see. I went into Salvation Army one time and walked straight out because they had all the tags stapled through the clothing.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
Eve says, us Californians would freeze. I mean, 34 degrees in California would be pretty cold. Eileen says, OMG, it's 34 degrees. It's 64 here in Miami. I mean, I was working on the deck today. I was in my t-shirt. Let's see, what was it today? It said a high of 51, but there was no way it was 51 when I was doing that. Maybe more in the afternoon. You're having a play date outside in 10-degree weather? Bad parent. Nope, not outside anywhere near the 30s, says Kelly. What's MD again? Maryland? In Maryland, we run the whole gamut. Usually the lowest we get is 19 or 20, but that isn't too common. In the summer, we get up to 100. Yeah, this winter was super cold. We just got our heating bill for that cold spell. Yeah, we got down to like, was it negative 20? No. Did it get down that cold? Are you alive?
I'm thinking in my head about a lot of these questions. I just. Sorry.
You seem very distant, Kathy.
I got all nervous.
If you didn't want to come and hang out, then you should have just told me instead of wasting my time.
It's not really for us. It's just for the kiddos.
Turns out the group was the CEO of Southern California Goodwill, Patrick McClanahan. I don't know if I said that right. He seemed surprised when I showed him leather pants with 2 holes from a price tag, and they said they would address it. All right. Eileen says, guys, it was a high of 78 over here today. I wouldn't survive over there. Now, look. The temperature is different. Like, even though it's 34, 35, it feels like a 60 in California and Florida.
I was actually starting to sweat today. I was like, man, it's warm. It was like 50 something though.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Like, if the sun's out and the sun is beating down, like, it could be 10 degrees and the snow's melting. There's no excuse for that. They could put that inside the tag. Yeah, like, why poke anything leather? That doesn't make sense. Where are you going?
He's probably trying to get upstairs. I shut the door.
Dude, you're not gonna want salad. Come on. There's nothing for you. It's 39 right now, and I'm snuggled in the comforter, and it's still cold. I could never live in a place like Chicago where the wind chill factor is minus 40. Yeah, this last winter was pretty cold. It's like I know I'm getting old now. The cold has never really bothered me. But there was one day when I think I took the dumpsters out and my hands were frozen. But it's a dry freeze. We're freeze dried. Will you watch any K-dramas? Is that Korean dramas or Asian dramas? There's a lot of good ones.
I probably wouldn't watch anything at all that actually required my attention.
Yeah. Any good movies you guys see lately? Let's see, Elaine. Is it Elaine or is it Eileen? I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong either way. Do you guys have a cutoff time for your business, or do you guys just finish when you finish and stay up late? It used to be a lot more of like we'd stay up super late. I mean, there was times where we'd be like bagging and folding stuff till 2, 3 in the morning.
That was after we didn't get to work because our kids had a snow day or didn't have school or whatever else.
Yeah, but I mean, even now, it's like we're gonna have a 4-day kids weekend, and it's not like we're gonna be working till 2, 3 in the morning. I'd say we generally try to stop working around dinner time, but I mean, if we're not doing anything, we're not opposed to working, but I think it's just more become like whenever.
Yeah, like
whenever we can fit it in. Like, I'm gonna try to sign up for a thing tomorrow later so I can sleep in a little bit. Because tomorrow I'm probably gonna be moving some tools and stuff. Eileen, like Eileen. I'm so bad with names, so thank you. I apologize for calling you Elaine for the last hour and a half, 2 hours. Asian horror movies are really interesting sometimes. They have a whole different set of cultural tropes and supernatural stuff in their movies. I feel like I was watching one show. It was like it was about zombies. I can't remember what it was called. My friend got me. I didn't end up watching the whole thing. Was it a show or a movie? Rampant, maybe? What was it? Kingdom. One of those. I don't know. I feel like it was not dubbed in English, so I had to I had to read it, but at the time I was working with my hands a lot. So I couldn't really watch it. And then I got I don't know, a few episodes in and I didn't know what was going on. No, there's a lot I want to see. I haven't been to a theater since pre-pandemic. It's just so expensive at the theaters these days. It really is. It really is.
They're a lot more comfier though. Like they're all like recliners.
Yeah, they've put in recliners and little division walls and stuff. At least in ours. Kelly says rewatching Succession and Supernatural. I've heard a lot of good things about Supernatural. It's like one of my friend's favorite shows, but I just have not started watching it. You might like Supernatural. It's like one of those long-running shows, but you don't really like
anything
supernatural stuff. You know, like zombies and like werewolves and vampires and stuff.
Harry Potter's about to
You watched Twilight though.
Yeah, but I don't rewatch it anymore. It's not like I'm excited about it.
Sierra, how's it going?
Hello.
How you doing? Love you too. Doing okay? Laura says, I'm also in Maryland. Shout out my fellow Marylander. Maya. And they're already prepped our roads here. They've already prepped our roads here. I think we're only expecting a couple of inches this week, if that. Lori, Mama with the camera's here. How's it going, Lori?
Hey, Lori.
Jen says, I watch a ton of romance-based dramas because I just love. You just love? I'm forever single, but seeing people in love makes me happy. They got all worked up about Tuesday and didn't do nothing here. Are you talking about the snow? Got all worked up and then it didn't snow? Tommy says, OMG, it's Mama with the camera. Where have you been? I was at a Ross Tuesday afternoon, and it was like they seriously canceled school today. They must have, because the worst behaved kids were in the store all at once. Kids got a 2-hour delay for wet streets.
Yeah, the bins always has a lot of kids at it. If there's, teenage kids, because you have to be 16 at ours. But a lot of high school kids come if they don't have school.
Lori says, hello, Chris's sister. She's like the only one that says hi.
Is her name on there?
Marvin.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I think Baltimore, Hartford County canceled, but the city didn't. Schedule is all off between traveling and teaching. Where have you been traveling to? Sierra says, he's doing good. Just came to pop in and tell you all I miss you. We miss you too, Sierra. Glad you're doing all right. You staying warm? You freezing? Both these shows need to watch in order. Kathy, Supernatural has some yummy eye candy in it.
Does it have mine?
No.
My dude. What, does he have any new stuff?
It has... I feel like maybe the guys were in the 7th heaven, though. Maybe not.
Lucy's husband.
Kind of looks like him.
Let me see.
This guy?
No, I don't like him.
What about this guy? She doesn't like the guy who plays Dean.
He's okay as long as he has his hair short. Yeah, I don't like...
She's okay with Sam. Let's see. What about this guy? Eh? More your speed? Bobby. I don't know, Kelly. None of these people look like me, so she's not going to be interested. Last weekend was Atlanta. Mama with the camera was in Atlanta.
Saw that.
Try going on Tuesdays or in the morning times. They tend to have discounts during that time. Lori says, I'm just off my usual schedule, so I keep missing lives. Hey, you got a busy life. Atlanta, fond memories. They have great dog park. Have we been to Atlanta? You
so.
Never together, huh? Oh, that guy was in Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
This guy was in... Oh, he's in The Voice. He was in Smallville? Who was he in Smallville?
Reese, buddy, lay down. There's nothing.
Jason Teague. Where's Reese? He's just begging. He's literally wanting my salad. He's right here. Sorry, the Reese cam. I was using my tripod for something else, and it's not with it. Like we were in such a rush to get started. I just set the camera up on the back window. You can kind of see it behind Kathy's head there, being propped up by movies. He thinks he's gonna get some treats or something. Seventh Heaven? LOL, you guys dated yourself there. That show is super old.
I would watch it again, except Chris told me something bad about this.
Yeah, the dad in that show, I guess, was like a pedophile or something.
So now I can't watch it, even though I still like the show.
I was a teenager when it came out.
I feel like I'm about the age of the youngest kid in that show.
Ruthie?
Does it say her age?
Let's see. She's 34. Mackenzie. Dang. The guy who played Matt, he's 49. He's almost 50.
And I feel like they were mostly their real age. Like, I don't feel like they were terribly older than the characters that they were playing.
Yeah, I remember the middle daughter was
older
like older than the Jessica Biel girl. Yeah.
Have any of them really done much of anything else since? Yeah, go check out George, see if he's on any of these new things.
George?
That's the one that I like.
You like
No,
George?
go back.
Where's George?
That one.
Oh.
Does he do any other shows?
He's. It looks like he's in a bunch of like, what are those called? Like Hallmark movies. Staging Christmas. I'm not ready for Christmas. A Christmas Kiss. Uncanny Cane Lane.
I don't like Christmas movies, so.
Looks like he's in Hydra. Yeah. So
I'm not gonna watch it.
So you became a Christmas movie actor. Mandy says it's snowing out in western Iowa. I thought winter was over.
We still have months. What is it? February, March, April? At least
another month and a half.
Probably 3 months left.
We get some of our worst snows like in late
March,
February,
April.
early March.
Our wedding is April 26th. It was freezing.
Sierra, good night. I'm gonna head to bed. Stay safe. Give my nephew some love for me. Of course. Be safe. Have fun. Good night. Rach, I was obsessed with that show when I was a kid. I wrote all the actors and they sent me their autographs. You got the Seventh Heaven cast autographs?
That's cool.
Mandy says it's been unseasonably warm except for that like 10 days this winter. It's been nice. Yeah, and then the groundhog did not see a shadow or something, so it's supposed to be a short winter.
Fingers crossed.
How do you manage screen time with Sai? This is Amy.
Oh.
I find it difficult. Do you find it difficult?
Yeah. We just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, it's just...
It's funny because the school, like where the kids met, their school is all on iPads too. So I know this is not a legitimate question. Maybe that she's not gonna ask me.
Right.
But...
How do you feel about the school's curriculum?
I don't know enough about it to have an opinion.
So what are you doing now? You cross-posting to
Yeah.
Mercari?
Is that all right?
Yeah.
10 more minutes or what?
Yeah, we got 10 more minutes.
Then I have stuff to clean. Hi, Reese. Dude, he's gonna knock something.
You knocking something? Kelly says I need to be up in about 6 hours, so I'm heading in. Night night.
Night, night,
Man,
Kelly.
go sleep. Good night, Kelly. Thank you so much for hanging out.
What?
Do you want a piece of lettuce? I know I'm gonna have to just pick it up.
Do I have this spiced?
Oh. Did you eat it? Oh,
What?
He ate lettuce. Looks like Matt Zukri and Jessica Biel are the only ones who really have done something. As Jessica Biel, I remember she was in that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, this guy went to the Gilmore Girls. then The Resident, The Good Wife, American Horror Story.
Last night I listed a Gilmore Girls beanie and it sold by the time I woke up.
Kaylee Kuko was in that movie?
I don't know that.
The girl from Big
Oh,
Bang?
I didn't know that was her name. I don't know.
She played a girl named Lynn. Not that movie, that show. She was in Seventh Heaven. Maybe for like one episode. Didn't our friend say he went to high school with her?
Who?
Matt.
Uh-oh.
He said he loaned her like $5 one time and she never paid him back. Apparently this girl, the Mayim Bialik, or whatever her name is, she was on the show for an episode too.
On Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doing the
does look
marriage
familiar.
counseling, and then it looks like she was trying to see Simon.
Who is that?
That's Kaylee.
That's her?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like her at all.
Yeah. Mary Kate and Ashley were on there.
For like one episode.
You know what I found out today? You know what I found out today?
What'd you find out today?
Mary Kate and Ashley are fraternal twins. They're not identical twins. I didn't know that. I always thought they were identical twins. Because they look the same. Didn't they play the same person on the... Well, they have different haircuts.
No, but look at their face. They don't look the same.
I think they do.
The kids are talking about twins in one of their classes, I think. Maybe not in their class, but maybe just some kids they know at school that are twins. They're like, the teacher must not even know who is who. I'm like, I bet the teacher knows.
Both of which I didn't know were on that show. Yeah, Jessica Biel. She was one of the main... That was where she got her start, right? Seventh Heaven.
Probably not the start she wanted.
Well, I feel like she did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie to try to break out from that being role casted as like a goody two-shoe or whatever. Dave Franco was on that. Wayne Newton. Aaron Carter? Didn't he recently pass away?
Was that Aaron Carter?
Yeah.
Was it?
2022.
Sad.
Yeah. He was younger than me. Usher was on it. Did you know that?
I mean, now that you're showing me, I remember. Too bad I can't ever watch it again.
You can watch Gilmore Girls. That was another one of your go-tos.
It's not my favorite, though.
No? What about Dawson's Creek? Did you ever watch Beverly Hills 90210?
I'm not that old.
I'm not that old.
Look at when that was. I feel like that was before my time.
$1990. But it went for 10 seasons.
Barely born.
I watched it either. Luke Perry.
Right, this is the last one on this page, so I'll be done.
Doing the last one. Did you ever watch Saved by the Bell?
That was before my time.
I mean, I guess it was. It was 1989. It was that short? It was only 4 seasons. I could have sworn it was longer.
Well, I'm done.
You done?
Just in time.
Boy Meets World. Oh yeah, we watched.
I love Boy Meets
We went back through Boy Meets World since we've been married. Laura says Drake and Josh and iCarly. I think those were after my time. What time were those on? When was that? 2004? Yeah, I feel like I graduated high school that year. It was iCarly. That was 2007. That was, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that show. Either of them. During 2020, your teens and you guys watched the Boy Meets World? That's probably no. We watched it before that. What was your go-to shows when you were a kid?
Me?
Yeah, you watched Full House.
Yep.
That's it. Mary Kate and Ashley, right? That was. I mean, did you ever watch like Family Matters or?
I watched it a little, I think.
Yeah, with Urkel.
Yeah, sister.
Sister.
Smart guy.
I feel like those are.
Sale.
Hey-o.
Skechers tone ups.
Smart Guy was only 3 seasons. Sister, Blossom. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I used to watch that. Sabrina.
Yeah.
The Teenage
Pretty
Witch.
much like all of TGIF stuff.
TGIF. Man. The Fresh Prince.
Yep.
Growing Pains.
No.
You watched Lizzie McGuire, didn't you?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Where's Martin? I used to watch Martin a lot. All right. Josh was visiting area colleges a few years ago. Kids in college had watched his show as kids. So funny. You talking like Drake and Josh? Lori says, I just got my first sale of the day.
Yay.
What's this? How do you say this? Pelagic
I don't know how you
shorts?
say it, but I like that brand. I've only found it like once or twice, but it sold really fast.
She says it didn't sell for as much as I'd hoped. Well, at least you got a sale, I guess. You ready to say bye, Rishi? You're ready to eat, huh? Guys, we're gonna head out. Thank you so much for spending the evening with us, hanging out, working, talking about stuff and getting Kathy ready for her.
What?
Do you feel more ready for your play date?
Yeah. So, I don't think I feel as nervous as I thought I would. We'll see. We'll let you know next week, unless
Yeah.
I tell her that we do YouTube, and then I can't tell you.
Then we'll have to
because she could be
quit
watching.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all again soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.